Jesus on our way to better. I gave him 3 points this morning. It's only necessary for me to tell you this before we get where we're going. Give me about 15 more minutes, I promise you. I told him, you got to be confident in who you are as God's chosen vessel. You got to be confident in who you are as God's chosen vessel. Number 2, I told him, you got to define what better is. Because you can't just be walking happenstancely or willy-nilly, as they can say, thinking that better just going to happen for you when you haven't defined what it is.
Right.
Better for you might not be better for your neighbor, and better for you might not be better for the other people in your family, but you know what your better is. And so when you define what your better is, watch this. It doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get to your better. When you get there, it is just as great and just as much of a moment to celebrate as it was as if you had snapped your fingers and got there overnight. Mm-hmm. This is what I've learned. My husband and I, it's no secret, have been broke. For real, for real. And I'm not talking about the kind of broke where you've used up all your money in your regular household account and you just don't want to go into your savings. Because there's some people that's broke like that. I'm talking about the bank account wiped out and no reservoir anywhere else. And then the people around us broke too. Ain't nothing like a good support system where ain't nobody trying to be better than nobody. Because we all broke. If I got a dozen eggs, you can have 6 of them because I'm going to need some sugar from you. Come on now. Bring all your resources. Let's see what we got. Put everything together. We ought to be able to do something, all of us together. You know, you got the pork chop, but I got the rice, I got the green beans, I got all that. I just need some of your meat. That's the kind of broke we're talking about. But then, all of a sudden, and it seemed like it was all of a sudden, but it really wasn't. Jesus Christ. It was years in the making. But all of a sudden, we weren't broke anymore. Not just that we weren't broke anymore, but there were wells around us that if this one ran dry, let's just step over here and get some out of this one. Uh-oh, this one is dry. Get some out of this one. Now, I'm still not where I want to be in terms of what I can see, but I'm everywhere God wants me to be. That's right. Because He owns everything. Amen. So He just hasn't released it. Listen, God, you know what? I know you so well. Like I said here, I know you so well that truly you don't have to fill up all of my bank accounts with all of the money that you've got for me. Keep it up there. Pastor Sheik, it ain't up there. I know that. I mean it figuratively. Because what happens is, when I need it, if it's not here, He keeps breaking it out. I don't know where He's breaking it out from. Some of y'all right now, you know, every time I tell that story, so how much money she got? Well, it's not here. That's why I'm not afraid to leave my purse. You get it if you want to. You're going to be upset. Because it's not in there. But whenever I need it, He always breaks it off for me. Right. And my point is, I don't know where this storm came from all of a sudden. But what I do know is God that brought me through when I had nothing is surely going to do it when, you know, you got a little bit more. But here's the point here's where I was going with that. So we were real broke. I mean, real broke. I had a relative to say, God, you act like you was just really going through. I thought to myself, I thought you had a full understanding of who I am. For you to say, I mean, you act like you were. So you can't know. If you don't know that for real, we couldn't pay our bills one time. That for real, we had to file bankruptcy. I don't know how much broker that is. You ain't going through like that. But the glory is that when I was going through, the reason you didn't know it is because of the hand of God that was on us, that we looked better than what we were going through. And watch what God was But here's my point. We now get surrounded by millionaires all the time. And they talk to us about stuff that they know about that we know nothing about. Like, you know, the yacht that broke down and how they had to get somebody, you know, spur of the moment to come and do X, Y, Z to it. You know what I'm talking about, man, when that yacht go out.
I'm trying to figure out what you're picking.
We don't even have a canoe. But you're talking to me about the yacht. Looking at me like, me, you got the same stuff. This is what I'm trying to say to you. When God begins to raise you up because you know who he is, when God turns stuff around in your life, people don't have to know what your struggle really is, but God will elevate you so much that you look like where you're going before you get there. Okay, y'all got that? Y'all got that? So that's why I said you got to define better. Define better. And lastly, I said, now set your affections on the path to get you there. You got to be confident in who you are. I know who I am. Don't worry about my resources. I just know who I am. I mean, she's supposed to be a child of God, but you know, where the stuff? Don't worry about the resources. I know who I am. And then he said, he told us to say this morning, define your better, and then lastly, set your course, set your feet on the path to excellence. Now here's where we're going to close out. In Philippians chapter 1, verse number 6, I read, being confident of this one thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you, he begun a good work in you. And some of y'all are going to miss that a good work has begun in you because you're looking for you're looking for proof, you're looking for evidence of a good work that has started. Well, can I tell you, look no further, because the fact that you were born is the beginning of a good work.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
He gave you life, and that's the beginning of a good work. He allowed you to grace this earth, and that's the beginning of a good work. And so God did not just bring you here to have you here in a land of struggle, in a land of lack, in a land of hardship, in a land of sorrow, in a land of grief, in a land of worry. God brought you to this earth to make this earth better. He brought you to this earth so that you can make a difference. And so as you make a difference, you got to have your mind made up that I'm here right now, but every step I take, I'm moving to better. Thank God. You got to say it this way. I thank God for where I am right now. I thank God for what I'm doing right now. I thank God for what I have right now. I'm grateful to you, Lord, for what I've got right now. I'm thankful, God, for what I'm doing right now. But I realize, God, that as long as I got breath in my body, every day is a brand new day. And I ought to be able to bear fruit that's better today than the fruit that was born on yesterday. I'm moving to better. Excuse me. I got to get past these people that's in my way. Y'all in my way talking nonsense. Y'all in my way when y'all hating on me. Y'all on y'all way when y'all ain't trying to confuse me. I got to get over here to the people that's trying to accomplish something, because I'm moving to better. Y'all still fighting on Facebook? Let me say this. Oh, there she go. Preach against Facebook. Not against it. If you can't handle the little bit of talk on Facebook, close your account. Yeah. Close your account. No, I ain't gonna close my account because that's how I keep up with what's going on, and that's how I share with people. Here's what you need to do. Trust yourself enough to know you can't handle the garbage. So if there's anybody you need to keep up with, ask them for their phone number. Because I'll text you in a minute. Text. I message you on Facebook when? Call me. I still have a landline. Call me. Call me. So if you can't handle it, shut your account. Get off of Instagram and Twitter and I don't know what the rest of them are. But get off. Get off until you know you can handle it. Amen. And when I say handle it, that it don't make you big because you took a picture and put it on Facebook and 30 people like this. pictures in my phone, selfies. And guess who like them? Me. I don't need thumbs up. I don't need smiley faces. I just scroll through and I'm feeling myself. Look at that. I was cute yesterday. Look at that. Stop looking for affirmation in this earth when you already been told who you are in God. You are great in God and you don't need man to affirm you. I'm about out of time. So being confident, he who began a good work is faithful to complete it. In other words, I'm about to say something so simple, but profound at the same time. What that means? It's simple, but it's deep at the same time.